Welcome to the 12th annual Chanukah on the River celebration. It is so delightful to see everyone here, and everyone so inspired and happy and joyous. And I want you to know that you are celebrating and taking part in the largest Chanukah celebration in the entire state of Texas. As always, you know that a program and celebration of this magnitude and scope has many, many people behind putting a program like this together. Before we begin, I'd like to express our appreciation to our sponsors from throughout our community who year after year come together to make this program possible. And although, as everyone is aware and knows, the economy has not been the best over the last couple of years, but not one of our annual sponsors has pulled out. Everyone has come on board year after year to help make this incredible community program possible. So we'd like to begin by thanking and acknowledging the City of San Antonio and the Office of Cultural Affairs run by Felix Padron for their incredible support for welcoming us to the river and allowing us and facilitating the use of this beautiful Arneson River Theater. I'd like to thank the Holtzman Family Foundation and Lenny and Raquel and their children for their annual sponsorship all the way from the beginning, from 12 years ago. Lenny and Raquel are the charter sponsors of this program, and I'm sure it gives you much nachas and pride to see how this program has grown from year to year. Thank you, Lenny and Raquel. When we first started Chanukah on the River, we started the celebration with one boat of 40 people at the IBC landing. And the next couple of years, we used the IBC Plaza, and they were gracious enough to allow us to use it and get the program off the ground. And then slowly the program built and grew until today we actually floated 12 river barges. First time we have the privilege and pleasure of having with us the president of IBC San Antonio, Steve Edlin, and his family, Terry, David, and Stephanie, that are here celebrating with us. Thank you so much, Steve, for everything you do throughout the year for our Jewish community. SWBC Southwest Business Corporation has been a recent sponsor of Chanukah on the River, and this year a whole group from SWBC rowed the river barges together with Debbie Marino, the representative of SWBC. If you're somewhere around, raise your hands. Let's see who you are, and we'll thank you and recognize you on behalf of everyone. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank HEB and Dia Campos and all the people at HEB for constantly getting behind such worthy community programs. San Antonio Express News is another sponsor of this afternoon's program, and year after year the Express News offers their support not only in covering but monetary as well, and they've always done such a wonderful job covering our program year after year. And here's our photographer from the Express News covering our event this afternoon as well. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank the Jewish Federation of San Antonio for constantly supporting community activities and programs throughout the year, not only Chanukah on the River, but so many, many worthy programs. And we'd like to welcome our new interim director, Howard Feinberg, who we'll hear from in just a few moments. Thank you so much, Jewish Federation of San Antonio. This program is a cooperative effort of all the synagogues and organizations in this community, and I'd like to thank Rodfei Shalom, Congregation Rodfei Shalom, Congregation Agudas Achim, Temple Bethel, Congregation Bethel, who had a whole boat today here at the river, and all our community organizations. Thank you so much for making this program such a coming together of the entire community and a real expression of our unity as a Jewish community here in San Antonio. Thank you. I'd like to thank and acknowledge our boat leaders, Chaim Mushka Block, Rico Block, Chanukah Block, Chaim Harris, Chaim Mushka Katzman, for doing such a wonderful job leading our boats, and Ripke Block. I'd like to thank Dina Gal and company for running the concession stand, which is still operating, and if you get a little hungry, you can still walk up there and get yourself something to eat. Thank you so much, Dina and Adina and Devorah Lieberman for doing such a wonderful job.
Yeah, thanks for making space.
I'd like to thank and acknowledge Ian Roybal for doing such an incredible job, helping setting up the menorahs on the boats, and Eli Nachum Block, and all those who helped in that area as well. A special thank you to Jerry Cutler for picking up our band at the airport today. Thanks a lot, Jerry. And a very special thanks to Jefferson State Bank as well for being a sponsor of this afternoon's program. The Chanukah lights are symbolic of the holiness, purity, and determination of a small group of Jewish people in the land of Israel. Many, many years ago, in the times of the Second Temple, when the Syrian Greeks decided that everyone should worship one religion, the pagan religion, and met up with a little resistance from a small group of Jewish people in the land of Israel. And after an armed struggle, where the many were delivered into the hands of the few, the Jewish people came to the temple to rededicate the temple and could not find any oil to light the holy menorah. And a miracle happened, and a small flask of oil was found with the seal of the high priest. Only enough to last for one day. And a miracle happened, and it burned for 8 complete days, enough time to manufacture new oil. And the lights of the menorah are a symbol of religious freedom, of tolerance. And as such, the United States of America and everything it stands for shares the message and the symbolism of the menorah lights this evening. We live in a country that has provided its citizens with a level of freedom unheard of in the civilized world until our time. And if you think about it, never before has there been such a benevolent and kind society and country where Jews can practice and observe their customs and traditions in a free and safe and secure manner.